All right, Bradley, you are with Into the Apex podcast.
Yes.
You are dating my oldest cub.
I am.
Where are we at?
We're at Virginia International Raceway in Alton, Virginia.
Y'all hear the cars behind us. You'll see them coming right along here in a minute.
These are the LMP 3s, Lamar prototype 3s. They're loud, they're growling.
There it goes. Right there. All right, so as you can see, we're kind of trackside. We're back off a little bit, probably what, 50 yards off the fence line. And we're getting the LSG fired up. Say hi, guys. So we're gonna get the LSG fired up and make some Cubano-inspired sliders. Like that sound? All right, so while we got a break in the action, we got our LSG fired up. We just have some pork loin marinated in a mojo sauce, and first ones are going on. Now y'all know, little gator shake. Looking about time to flip. It's just been a couple minutes. We got some good steering going. Look at the sear. Oops. There we go. Time to add a little more gator shake. So all right, so we got the pork done off to the side. We got some ham rolling. Just about done. All right. Hit it with a little bit of parquet. So a lot of parquet. Set down the first set of sliders. All right, Bradley. Who was that?
I don't know.
Whoa.
It's the Lamborghini Super Triple. Oh, he's in trouble.
Oh, he is. Come over here.
Oh, he's going slow.
He's got a tire down.
All right, so this is the Lamborghini what?
The Lamborghini Super Trofeo. It's a Lamborghini only series.
Trofeo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ladies, how was dinner?
It was really good.
The phone overheated, so how was dinner?
She would eat it again.
I would.
Yep.
It's my favorite thing.
It is your favorite.
How was your dinner?
It's fantastic. 9 seconds.
Hell yeah. And that's what's left. Hot smoking. All right, everybody, I wanted to show off my hat. I got it at the Michelin booth. Modified it just a little bit for the rock on. Michelin man saying rock on, everybody, rock on. A little smoking bears. Had everybody sign it that was here, the date. Sign it. Into the Apex. Cool podcast. Go check them out. All right, Bradley, we're sitting somewhat trackside. We did the laps earlier. We saw the Operation
Motorsport.
Yep, so tell us about that.
So Operation Motorsports is an organization that we learned about here at VIR for the first time last year, 2021, at the SRO race. Operation Motorsport works to benefit medically retired or wounded veterans in the United States and Canada. So what they'll do is certain people that apply, referred to as beneficiaries, will be placed on one of the teams, or several teams, including Team Hardpoint that's based right here in VIR, which they'll place people on as crew members. Certain occasions, I believe they've been hired by the crew, but throughout different motorsport realms, different series, they've been a part of primarily GT America World Challenge and the IMSA series here. So they have had a lot of presence in the last couple of years that we've been to races. I know they've been around longer than that. But we've seen, this year we've seen their booth in Watkins Glen, and we've seen it here at VIR. But check them out at operationmotorsport.org. In November, they'll be in Wales, across the pond, racing in a race of remembrance. And they've got 2 cars fielded in that race. Definitely check that out as well and support their efforts.
I love it when they give back.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, I love it when they do that.
Here in a second.
All right, y'all, so we're going to do something really cool right here. We're going to zoom in on the oldest Cub, show off the setup, the sim race setup, and show what she's doing. There's her track that she's driving. So this is what she's seeing inside the goggles, right?
Yes.
And that is her in the chair, and then this is, where's it at? This is what she's seeing in those goggles.
There you go. Shift down to 1. There you go.
There's a little better clip of the setup. The steering wheel is shaking because she went off the track. So there you have it. This, when we're talking sim racing, this is what we're talking about. It's not a video game. It's simulation because you got the goggles. So what was kind of neat about this is we set up with the same track that we were running, or that they were running, that we went to. So the night before, we actually ran that track on the simulation.
Yeah, it's really cool to see it here, and then you go and see everything. It's exactly the same. They laser scan the tracks. They go all around it and scan it, so the terrain, all the bumps are still the same. This one's not, there's some parts of this that aren't updated. But then we took my car on this track earlier in the year, and being able to do this made me feel more familiar. Like I knew where everything was, I knew what the racing line was.
Whoop. So there she has her goggles on, and it's got the paddle shifters. Right is up, left is down. You can kind of hear what she's hearing. The motor's revving and shifting. And the guy yells at you and calls you a meatball.
Oh, she saved it. Look at that. She saved it and got turned around.
So that's some pretty cool stuff right there. Something a little different, way outside of Mario Kart, that's for darn sure. Mama, you got in on it. What'd you think of it?
I thought it was fun.
So
I'm a really good driver. 30 miles an hour at the wrong speed.
Yep. So this was added to our racing experience, and I can tell you what, it's pretty cool. You can get motion sickness off of this sim race. Almost happened. Not gonna lie, almost happened, but takes some getting used to. So